Good afternoon, Krishnendu. Welcome to Honey of Knowledge. And it's great talking to you because I wanted to talk to you because you have recently got admitted to MS QMS course, and that is something which a lot of people want to know about. So before we go to that portion, why don't you tell something about your childhood and how your journey has been so far, and why did you choose this course?
Thank you. This is a great opportunity for me. Thank you for having me in your channel. So, hello everyone. I am Krishnendu. I am a first year student of ISI MS in QMS. So, when I was in my school, I was very much interested in mathematics. I loved that subject so much. So, after my class 12th, I joined BSc in Mathematics Honors in Ramakrishna Mission Residential College, Kolkata. And then actually during my second year, I came to know about this subject, this topic called data science. So one day I was just surfing the internet. Then I just saw an article called Data Scientist Sexiest Job of 21st Century. Like this was the article name or something. Then I just just went to the topic and just searched what is data science, and I look into the subject, and then I actually fell in love with this topic actually. And I found that the subjects which I was very much interested during my BSc, like linear algebra, calculus, and also computer science, so these are integral part of this topic called data science. So that's how it started. Then I searched in India, where are the courses taught, like data science courses. Then at first I found the CMI course, and eventually I found that one of my senior from my college, he's in the CMI batch of 2019 to 2021. Then I was preparing for actually CMI MSc data science actually. Then at during 2019, during the at the end of 2019, many of my classmates were preparing for ISI Math. So I was just going through the ISI website that what are the courses offered by ISI for masters. I knew about MMath, MStat, and MSQE, but then I found MS QMS. So I just opened the browser, opened the website, and searched what is MS QMS and all. I eventually went to the ISI Bangalore website and found that this is also a data science course, and I liked the topics which was there, which was the course structure. I found that interesting, and after that I gave the exam and joined here.
So, how are you liking this course now?
Yeah, maybe for this online kind of thing, this is a little bit tough, but this course is what can I say, this is not a typical data science course. It is more about a kind of business analytics types of course, where more focus is given on the topics like quality management, operations research, this kind. And as it is from ISI, so this is a long part from statistics in this subject also, and some machine learning related topics are there. This is the course structure like it.
Okay. So, I mean, what majorly is the curriculum here? I mean, it's most of the topics are statistics based or maths based or something else.
Yeah, most of the topics are based on statistics. Actually, there is a topic called statistical quality control. So more courses are based on this topic, like statistical process control, reliability. These kind of topics are there. There are courses like operations research, and these are mainly kind of applied statistics kind of courses. These are mainly, these topics are given more importance here.
And do you also have some kind of projects or assignments?
Yeah, assignments are given as part of the curriculum, and in our fourth semester we have a dissertation and industry project or internship kind of thing. We have
Okay.
to complete in fourth semester.
Okay. So, I mean, is there any specific focus on any programming language?
Here mainly we have to do some coding in R and Python. Mainly these two are given more focus.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically R is given.
And who is teaching you? You must have some kind of a basic statistics course also, introduction to statistics, something like that.
Yeah.
And who is teaching that course?
Yeah, this is from ISI Bangalore faculty. Their
Oh,
execution OR unit.
Great. And why did you start a YouTube channel?
Okay, so when I was preparing for mainly ISI MS QMS and CMI MSc Data Science. So then when I got stuck in some problem, and suppose I am searching in YouTube or Google for the solution, I could not find any proper solution, like question by question, this kind of thing. And I thought that I have this problem, so maybe most students have faced this kind of problem. So that was my main motto behind this
Great.
channel.
Great. So you want to publish solutions for all the previous year question paper of MS QMS?
Yeah.
Achha, so
For MS QMS and also CMI.
how long will that take?
Yeah, I actually planned for making videos frequently, but this is getting tough because of my coursework and all other stuffs. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, but still, let's say if you are able to make one video a week, let's say just for an example perspective, so how long will you take to cover the previous year questions of MS QMS?
So I started from 2015 paper, and I am going like this 10 question per video.
Okay.
So it may take for each year there is from 2015 and 2016 there are 20 questions in the QMA part and 10 question in the QMB part, but from 2017 till now there are 30 questions in the QMA paper, and in the QMB part there are 8 questions. So I'm planning to prepare 10 questions per video like this.
Okay, so I mean, I have seen the syllabus and all, but still it will be better if you say that. So I mean, how is the pattern of the exam, MSQMS exam?
Okay, the syllabus is mainly based on 10 plus 2 mathematics and some portion of undergraduate level mathematics. So this is the course structure. Like there are some parts of coordinate geometry, some basic probability part, like some part from linear algebra, some basic parts like matrices, determinants, their operations, and like this. There are topics from general mathematics part, like combination kind of permutation combination kind of things, and this is mainly the structure.
Yeah, but what is
Algebra.
the pattern? As in, you said QMA and QMB. So is QMB the subjective part?
Yeah. QMF is the objective part. Multiple choice question. There are 4 options and only one option is correct. And then in the QMB part, there are 8 questions, and each 8 question have 2 parts actually. So there are actually 16 questions.
Okay.
8 into 2, 16 questions, and this is the subjective part.
So I mean, is the syllabus same for both the parts?
Yeah. Syllabus is same for both the parts. There is no distinction.
Okay. And how difficult is the mathematics? Is it same as your CMI mathematics, or a bit different than that?
No, actually, I feel that the syllabus of CMI MSc Data Science and ISI MS QMS is more or less same, except the programming part which includes in the CMI syllabus. But the syllabus is easy compared to CMI MSc Mathematics or ISI Math. This syllabus of MS QMS is relatively easier.
Okay. And how many students are in your batch in this course?
There are 13 students in my class.
Okay, only 13. Okay, great. And probably even you will be getting 8,000 stipend, right?
Yeah.
So are they giving it during the lockdown as well?
Yeah, they have cut the electricity and some charges cut.
Acha. Great. So I mean, let's just go a bit backward and let's try to understand from the day you thought that you will prepare for MS QMS and till the point you got selected to MS QMS. What was your whole preparation plan? I mean, which all things you did and what were the areas which you could have done better, or which were the areas in which you actually did really well, and that is the reason for your success in this entrance.
Okay. So from the end of 2019, as we are from BSc Mathematics, there is a exam called IIT JAM, MSc Mathematics in
Right.
IITs, IIT JAM. So we were preparing everybody for that exam. So the preparation actually started from the time mid of 2019 kind of thing. So we were preparing for IIT JAM mainly, and after that exam happened, and we came, and then the lockdown happened. We came back home. Then the ISI and CMI exam dates getting postponed and postponed, and then the JAM result came, and my rank was not that much good. I was enrolled. Then I had to go into IIT Dhanbad, MSc Mathematics and Computing. So there was a deadline I had to take. Either I had to take or I had to reject. But I was not sure if I will uh, get a chance to sit for the ISI exam or CMA exam because of the COVID situation and pandemic. So I was enrolled in IIT Dhanbad for 2 months actually. Then
Okay.
during September and October, the exam of ISI and CMI occurred, and after that I got selected, and I cancelled my admission in IIT Dhanbad. So actually for us the preparation time was a long time because of this COVID situation. So I was also enrolled in IIT Dhanbad. So I was doing classes, and there are so many quizzes there in IITs. So this was going on as well. So during my preparation, I actually did not follow any particular book. So I mainly did all the previous year question papers of ISI and CMI. So, and I also searched in Google like some topics like linear algebra, some topics like take a topic like in discrete mathematics, take a topic. Then I searched in Google about this topic and some problems related to this topic. Then there was some problem came, and I tried to solve this. And in the CMI syllabus also there are some books mentioned. So those books are available online. So those exercises of those books were so much helpful for preparation. And those were helpful for ISI exam also because the syllabus is somehow related.
So did you also refer tomato?
No, actually I did not refer to tomato. I used to do it when I was preparing for B.Math during my class 11, 12, but I didn't follow it for preparation of MS QMS. But anybody can prepare, anybody can refer to this book. This book is very good, but I feel the standard is a little bit higher in tomato. The QMS exam is a little bit easier than the standard of that book.
Acha, okay. And how is the batch strength in your course? I mean, from which programs people have got enrolled into? Are there any kind of engineers, or all have done their masters in bachelor's in maths or something like a course?
Okay, so the batch strength is every year there are 14-15 students. In our batch there are 13 students. Among them, seven people are from mathematics statistics background, and 6 are from engineering background. They have done engineering in mechanical, civil.
Okay. And what do you think? I mean, which graduates will be better suited for this course? Or is it very general kind of a course? Anybody can do this?
Yeah, it is I think it's a general kind of course. If you are familiar with mathematics, at least 10 plus 2 level mathematics, then it's okay.
Okay, great.
And ISI also changed its eligibility criteria for M.Math, M.Stat, MS QMS this year. I saw that if you have done bachelor's in any field, doesn't matter, it may be from any field, you can see it. If you only have to have mathematics at 10 plus 12. That's it.
Yeah, right. So this was about your MS QMS, but what happened in CMI? I mean, you must have given that exam, right?
Yeah. So I after my QMS exam, I was confident that there is a chance that I may get this. But after CMI exam, my exam was not that much good compared to ISI exam. So after that, the first result came of CMI. So I saw the result, my name was not there. So it's okay. I thought that the exam was not that much good, so it's okay. After that, ISI result came, so I saw that I was selected. After 2-3 days, of the CMI result was published on 31st October maybe, and around on 6th October, I got an email from CMI that it was telling that after rechecking all the previous year, all the answer scripts, we found that you are also selected for CMI MSc Data Science. Congratulations and all. Then I found, is it a joke or something? Then I opened their website, but I couldn't found. Then I refreshed. Then I saw my name was there. This is a new thing.
That is great. I mean, I did not think that CMI can do such blunders.
Yeah, I also would not think like.
So how many people were in that kind of a situation like you?
I actually did not count that, but I don't know because
Okay.
before I did not count, so I don't know.
Okay, great. So I mean, why did you not go to CMI then?
Yeah, so there was some reasons behind that. Number one reason is in CMI the tuition fee is 8 lakhs of rupees, but I don't have that much of money. So if I had to go there, then I had to take an education loan.
Right.
But suppose during my studies, I feel like I am interested in research. I want to do PhD and all. But then it will be tough because I had to repay my loan, so I had to get a job or something.
Right.
So that was my main condition that I did not go.
Do you have some kind of an idea about CMI data science placement? Because I was selected in 2018, and because of similar reasons, I did not take that course because I realized that this is a pretty new course, and that was the first batch in 2018. So
Yeah.
I thought I should not take any chances, and I decided for MSQE. So I mean, do you have any exposure to what kind of placement is there for CMI data science?
Yeah, the first batch, the 2020, they have passed out. So recently in the CMI website, they have published their placement reports of 2020, and there are some 3 students have gone to PhD, and others have found jobs like data scientist in some companies. The names are there in the website.
Have they given some kind of a number, or I mean, average or highest?
No. Do you want to know the package or something like that?
Yes.
No. Then only the name of the companies are there, so I don't.
Acha. Okay. Yeah, that is fine. So what else? I mean, what else do you do apart from studying and making YouTube videos?
Okay, so I love I love songs very much. I love music very much. So I used to listen to music, and I used to sing actually in my college and days. And I also love sports, but now in this situation, it is not possible to play in the grounds. So yeah. that's it going.
So why
And
didn't you
also,
think of making a channel on music, YouTube channel on music?
yeah, I was not that much kind of confident about that. I found
Okay,
this thing more. Yeah, that was the main reason.
okay, great. So do you also play some instruments?
No, I don't play any instruments. I tried to learn guitar, but I could not learn that much. So I have a couple of questions for you. So you have studied in IIT Kharagpur and also in ISI Kolkata. So according to you, what is the difference in those institutes regarding education, research, and startup culture?
Okay. Essentially, IIT is a complete college, complete in the sense that you also have hostel life, you also have cultural activities, you also have good education, and you also have exposure to the startup culture and entrepreneurship cells. That is not the case in ISI. ISI is mainly for research and studies. Yes, you have fest in ISI, but the scale of the ISI fest is very small compared to the IIT fests, because the IIT fests run at a very large scale, just like a company. I mean, I have been involved in some kind of a role in that, so I understand what kind of pressure and organization they have to do. And this is not only about fest. I mean, any kind of any event which they organize at IIT has to be done through a lot of groundwork, because you have to get a lot of approvals, then you have to do a lot of marketing and advertising so that sufficient number of people come, then maybe you have to call some guest, so that will involve some kind of planning. And the kind of atmosphere IIT has, I mean, studies is not the only thing which people focus on. Yes, there are people who study a lot and they do their research, but the thing is, not everybody, I mean, if I say not everybody, I mean roughly 70 to 80% of the people in IIT do not want to do research. Maybe they would have wanted to do a research when they started their IIT days, but in 1 or 2 years they understand that maybe engineering is not for them. Then they start preparing for CAT or some kind of other exam, or few people start thinking about startup and entrepreneurship, and few people think of changing their track from engineering to maybe pure science like maths or statistics. So and plus the thing is, IIT is a kind of a diverse place, that let's say you have a rank of 1,000, so you could get into any kind of branch, maybe let's say mechanical in IIT Dhanbad, or maybe chemical in some other IIT. So same kind of people can have different kind of branches in different IITs. So that creates a kind of a good interaction. So nobody is bound that you have to do it this way. But in ISI, in the undergraduation level, you have B.Stat and B.Math. So a lot of the people are very homogeneous. They have just one goal, that they studied maths or they studied a bit of statistics in their undergrad. So when you have that kind of a homogeneous crowd, so the ideas are also quite limited in nature, plus the batch strength. In ISI, hardly you will have 70-80 people in a batch, hardly. In B.Stat or B.Math, I don't know the exact numbers, but in IIT, in first year, uh, every section will have more than 150 people, and you will have such 7-8 sections at least. So that creates a big kind of a pool of students to interact with, because you will come back from your classes and to hostels, and your neighbors will be different, from different batches, from different sections. Maybe you will have some seniors, some juniors. So that is kind of a difference there. Plus in ISI, especially in ISI Kolkata, maybe it would be different in Bangalore or Chennai or Delhi, but in ISI Kolkata, most of the people are from Kolkata itself, around 70-80% people. So they go to their home during the weekends, or maybe to I mean lot more than weekends. Maybe they stay in their home only, they don't even come to hostel. So that is something which is very different. It is not possible in IIT, any IIT for that matter, because you have so many lectures happening from morning to evening, that you cannot go to home, and plus in weekends you want to relax with your friends. So I mean, that is something which I find a bit of a difference. And yes, if you want to really do research and you have decided that you want to do research in mathematics and statistics, maybe ISI will be the best place, because that will not give you any kind of a deviation. Because in IIT, let's say you want to do some research, it may happen that just because of influence of few friends, you may think that no, I will not do research, I will take up any kind of a job. But if you come to ISI and you have decided that you will do research, then definitely there's nothing changing your path from there. So I mean, this is what I think.
Okay. And the second question is, during your undergrad or ISI days, did you had any plan about going into research, doing
Actually,
PhD and all?
as okay, actually, I was thinking of doing research when I started my IIT education. But as I said, a lot of people after 1 or 2 years decide that this is something which they will not do. So I also realized that maybe because I was not that great in mathematics also in IIT, because mathematics requires a lot of practice, and I had stopped practicing. And the moment you stop practicing math, it becomes very difficult to gain any confidence. So I thought that maybe I was good in mathematics till class 12, but I'm not good at this mathematics, the undergrad mathematics. So gradually my interest from studies started taking a dip, and I thought maybe I will take up any job and forget this, because if I've come to IIT, at least I'll get a good placement. So all my research plans were like just till the beginning of IIT days. After that, I had just dropped those plans. And in ISI, I started ISI when I was around 30 years of age. And by that time, I had seen so many kinds of work that I thought that maybe even I think currently the same thing, that research is something which I will probably do for my own. And I can do that in my free time. I mean, I don't need to do a PhD for a research, because for me, research through PhD is kind of like an education. And I believe that at this age, I do not want to get into a full-time education again. Maybe if I'm interested in some kind of a topic very passionately, I will do research on my free time. And maybe if that research is productive, I may devote full time to that research, because you do not need to do a PhD to do research. I mean, even master's is good enough. That is what I think.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So what is your plan? I mean, how do you see yourself?
I am very much interested in the field of AI. So I am planning to go for research, but I'm not sure right now. So right after this, it is not possible to go for research in that field, AI field, because this kind of PhD. Suppose you want to do PhD in AI or PhD in machine learning or this kind of thing, this is in the form of PhD in computer science in most of the places in India or abroad. But I don't have that much exposure to computer science right now. I only had computer science as my minor in my BSc days. So I am planning to go for maybe PhD or some masters in computer science related to machine learning in the future. Let's see what happens. I don't know, because of this COVID situation and all. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. So, I mean, why don't you think of taking a job? I mean, why do you think that PhD is better for you? I mean, some kind of
Actually,
motivation?
yeah, there are some reasons. Number one is I am very much interested in this subject, so I want to explore more and more kind of things. This is the number one reason. And number two is I have the intention. I have a very much interest in, and I have the intention to go for to be a professor. I love to teach students.
Acha.
So
Okay.
maybe there is a there is a motivation that I want to be a professor, and for that I have to have a PhD. And number three is, I believe in the field of AI there are a lot of potential in this field, and it can be implemented in any sector. You can see in healthcare, in agriculture, in finance, in any place AI can be implemented. And I feel that this research, this PhD can help me to do a lot of work in the startup field. Like in India also, there is a lot of potential of AI startups. So I am also interested in that. So these are my main motivations.
Great. So, I mean, do you have a favorite AI book?
Yeah, I there is a book called Deep Learning by, I forgot the name of the writer. Actually forgot the name of the writer, but there are some good courses by Stanford University, like in Coursera and all, they are available. So I just forgot the name of the book actually.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, I mean, let's say I want to understand as a fresher, as a complete beginner, that what really is the difference between data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, statistics, and mathematics. So, how can a beginner understand what is the differences?
So data science actually the study of data, like data science includes many things like data pre-processing, firstly collecting the data processing, and they then take insights from the data. And for these works we need tools like statistics, we need tools like machine learning, we need tools like artificial intelligence.
Mhm,
So data science actually combines these all subjects like statistics, mathematics, machine learning techniques, tools, etc.
mhm.
So this is the main thing. When you are studying for data, is mainly statistics, you want to take insights from the data, then statistics is the best tool. You want to get insights from the data, how is the data related, how is the data interconnected. So and to work with the data we need some machine learning tools and techniques.
Okay. So, I mean, let's say we do not want to use machine learning or artificial intelligence. So, can statistics do the job of our machine learning or artificial intelligence, or they do some other work? I mean, I'm just trying to
No.
ask this from a beginner's perspective, because these are
Hmm.
the questions which a lot of beginners tend to have, that what really is the need for machine learning and artificial intelligence? Can we not do everything with statistics?
Yeah, we can do at a certain extent, like this regression part, class studying, classifications, these are mainly the topics of statistics. So we can do these kind of things with the help of statistics easily. But when there is a lot of, nowadays there is a, there the quantity of data is a lot, and the quality of data is not that great. So to handle this kind of data and to do some work like in the part of deep learning, like uh, some object detection kind of thing, and for this kind of thing. So for those topics we need machine learning tools and techniques. But the the basic things like regression, clustering, classification, these are the concepts of statistics.
And let's say a beginner wants to start a career in machine learning. So how should he start it? I mean, what should he read first, and how should he plan his study so that he gets some kind of a confidence in machine learning?
The way I started was studying and also practicing, because this practicing mean do some coding. And first you can do some, they take some books or some YouTube videos or anything regarding this. Try to understand the basic concepts and then try to code it first. You may take some code and just try to write the code line by line, but this is very important. Just only understanding the concepts is not enough, I guess. So understanding the concept and as well as doing some coding is really helpful. That helped me actually very much.
Okay. And I mean, let's say I have read a bit of machine learning and I understand what is data science, and even I have done a bit of coding and I have built few models. So how do I get a job? Because can I get a shortlist without any degree, or do I have to get some kind of a degree to get shortlisted? I mean, I'm asking this because maybe you have some kind of an idea about this, or maybe you don't. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to understand if you know how should a beginner approach this problem, because this is a very frequently asked problem, that people think that they will do a lot of certifications, they will read books, they will they will watch YouTube videos, but how will they land their job? How will they get shortlisted?
I think certification doesn't have that much value. You should learn from that. But taking certificate or not, that's not a big deal because nowadays everybody has a lot of certificate. So the recruiters actually, I think so, that they don't give that much value into that certificate kind of things. But if you have those, you should have to do some projects, and not only building some models, you should deploy this. You should deploy those models and show those in your GitHub profile, in your CV, that you have done this kind of projects. So I think this is the main important thing, that not only building the models, because code is available online everywhere. So you should be able to not only build but also deploy the models, and not just copy paste those codes, because the recruiters are very much intelligent. They can catch that it is a just a copy paste or something. Do some touch of yours, some unique touch of yours, so that will be very helpful. And doing some project is really helpful nowadays. And I think degree doesn't matter anymore. So degrees, to a certain extent, some companies, they think about the degree, they give importance about degree. Suppose you are now in India, this is now also that you are, if you are from some tier 1 colleges, you will get more importance, but that should not be the case actually. Degree actually should not have that much importance. Your skill should be have most importance.
Hmm.
So I feel, and obviously you have to clear the basic concepts.
Right.
So I
Okay,
feel
and
that.
going back again to theory. So, I mean, you have done your graduation in mathematics, right? So,
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
the topic in mathematics which you really like the most? Because if you have done graduation, then probably at some point of time you really enjoyed maths. So, what is the thing which you really liked?
The most important, the best thing I learned in my bachelor's days was linear algebra and calculus, analysis kind analysis. But the best thing I have learned is linear algebra in my BSc days. I was I was very much interested in that subject. Maybe for our teacher, our professor who was teaching us this subject. So that's why linear algebra, I think,
Hmm.
best.
And which book did you refer for linear algebra?
There are books like Gilbert Strang is a good book of linear algebra, and there are some books of, I forgot the name of the writer. There's a book from some Pearson publication. I actually forgot the name.
Quark and Hong.
Yeah, that book was there. Like there was book of Hoffman Kunz was there.
Great. Let's say a class 10 kid asks you that I'm confused between B.Math and B.Stat and engineering. So what should I prepare for, B.Math or B.Stat or engineering? So how should he make that choice? Because generally in class 10, you have to make that choice, because in 11, 12, you'll have to prepare for that exam, because you cannot prepare in 5, 6 months. You have to prepare good 2.5 years. So you need to have that kind of an awareness in class 10.
The exam of B.Math B.Stat, I think this is the same exam. I mean, the question paper is same.
Exam
So
is same. I'm trying to understand how should a student think of the course, because maybe I have to think whether I should do engineering or B.Math or B.Stat, but what will be good for me? I mean, how are these courses different? Not in their entrance, but the course. I mean, what are the, I mean, differences in these courses? I mean, I can talk about engineering, but maybe you can talk about B.Math and B.Stat.
Yeah, okay. So B.Math and B.Stat, for this kind of things, the topics which we had in our class 11, 12, some topics were very much like the topics like sets, relation function, like binary operation. These kind of topics were not given that much importance in some cases. So if somebody is interested in those topics, these you can say this is the basic of, this is the base of pure mathematics, like the topics like sets, function, relation. So if somebody enjoys these topics, then I should say that they may get some more interest in the field of mathematics, pure mathematics. Or regarding statistics, I also did not have that much that much what can I say, that much exposure to statistics in my class 11, 12. So I only knew about B.Math. Actually, I heard about B.Stat, but I was not that much interested in statistics, because I also had no idea about statistics that point of time. So I can talk about B.Math, because if you are enjoying the subjects, like if you are solving some calculus part, but when you are doing some differentiation, suppose I'm taking the example of differentiation, if you are enjoying the if you are enjoying the definition of the the differentiation process, or you are understanding these topics, like understanding well, if you are enjoying the part of like the definitions and all these kind of things, then I feel you are very much interested in pure mathematics and you may do well in this topic.
Okay, great. I would like to add on to this, and I would just say that engineering essentially is a very wide kind of a course, and you have a use of mathematics, physics, chemistry, and there would be other courses related to not so engineering, but maybe the operations of your uh, plants, machinery, and all those things. So it's kind of very general course. And if I have to talk about statistics, I would say that a class 10 kid will never understand what will be taught in B statistics or B stat, because they are not exposed to that level till class 11, 12. Because even in class 11, 12, the statistics concept is very basics. I mean, they are not exposed to anything. So, I mean, it's like asking that, do you know what is chemical engineering to a class 10 or class 11 or a class 12 student? He will never know about that, because that is something which is only taught in that department, not in any classroom in 11, 12. So I feel that you can only say that take up few video lectures of statistics, and you will understand what exactly is taught in B.Stat. But it's very difficult to communicate that to a class 10, 11, 12 student, because he has not read anything like that. So he will not understand the essence of it. So maybe I'll just say that if you do not have much idea about statistics, going to the internet would help you immensely. In my days, when I was in class 12, I did not have that much availability of internet. So I really did not have any idea about what is B.Stat and how is it different than B.Math. And even I had that same kind of a doubt that what exactly is statistics. I mean, because the statistics which I read in 11, 12 or class 10 is pretty formulaic. And obviously, if that is the only level of statistics, I mean, why there is a full bachelor's course on it? I only started appreciating statistics when I thought of sitting for this exam, MSQE. Then I understood that actually statistics has a very wide field of application. So I feel actually it's very difficult to communicate this to a student in class 10 or 11 or 12. So this is a burning question to me, because whenever I get that comment in my channel that I'm in class 10, 11 and 12, how do I plan that? What should I do? B.Math or B.Stat or engineering? So that is why I asked this question. I thought that maybe you could guide in that thing, but anyway, I mean, I feel that that's something which we do not have any answers as of now. So let's say if somebody is sitting for MSQMS, so CMI will be a natural second choice, or which will be better here?
If you just look at the structure of the course, and you want to study data science, then CMI is a better course. Obviously, the course structure of CMI is better than ISI MS QMS. This is QMS is more like a business analytics kind of course. But and if you have no condition like financial condition like that, if you're okay with spending that money, you can go to CMI. That's not a problem. But if you don't want to take this liability, or if you want to do research, or if you want to study these fields like operations research, like these applied statistics part, then you can obviously come to QMS.
So what I was asking is that, okay, CMI data science is one course. So what apart from these two courses, I mean, it will be very difficult to, I mean, tell it to a student that only prepare for these two exams, because he will have certain doubts that, I mean, what else apart from these two courses? I mean, what are the other options? What do you think?
Okay. In ISI, if the MStat is a very good course for
But
if
you
you
can
want
only
to
give one exam, right, in ISI?
okay. So if you don't want to, I think you can sit for two exam, but I'm not sure also.
Because it happens
Okay.
on the
So
same
apart
day.
same, yeah, that is a point. So if there is other options, like in IIT Bombay, there is a master's in applied statistics and informatics. This is the entrance to IIT Jam. So yeah, IIT Jam mathematical statistics part. If you give that exam, you will get this chance. And any statistics course is also, you can would go for data analytics field. So there are very good courses, like if you are really interested in statistics. So there is Hyderabad Central University is a good course. Delhi University has good statistics department. Yeah, these are the places I feel. And in West Bengal, there are some, and nowadays there are a lot of data science courses is there, but they are mainly some, yeah, in some IITs there are also data science, but there are MTech courses. So there may be some eligibility criteria for that. You have to check
Okay.
that. Some, like you
And
have to
and
write gate
how is
maybe,
how
or you
is
have to.
and how is the presidency courses in master's level? Because ISI is actually made out of presidencies, right? So do you know something
Yeah, yeah.
about presidency?
The presidency stat department is very good. There are some professors who have gone to from my side, they have gone to presidency. Maybe I'm not sure about that, but their statistics course is also very good. I have heard about that.
So I mean, do they have a data science course or analytics course, or just a statistics course?
I'm not sure about that, but they have statistics. I know this, but I'm not sure about data science or data analytics kind of thing.
And is there good placement?
I don't know about that. I'm not sure
Okay.
about that
Okay,
placement.
okay. So I mean, do you know anything about their admission process, or is it something which is really on marks basis?
No, Presidency used to have entrance test, but this year it was due to lockdown and all. They could not conduct any entrance, so this year they they did their entrance according to their marks, some kind marks of
Okay.
bachelors.
Do you want to ask something from me, or else I I don't know what else to ask you.
Okay, so I want to know about the course you did in ISI MSQE. So I had not that much idea about this course. So
Huh.
you can
So
talk about this.
MSQE essentially is a course for people who know economics. It is for them to teach mathematical and statistical tools so that they can do economics research, because economics is essentially a lot of mathematics and statistics. So if you do not know those mathematics and statistics tools, your research will always have that deficiency. So MSQE is for people who want to do research in economics and they just want to learn those mathematical and statistics tools. But yes, as in India, this course is quite reputed in nature, so the placement is quite good, similar to your MStat or your MTech QROR and other courses. But essentially, it is meant for economics research, and if you want to do a PhD in economics, this is a very good course. But yes, there is nothing like a PhD placement. You have to apply on your own. As you might know, that there are a lot
Yeah.
of people who have this misconception that when you go to ISI, you can get placed in Harvard or MIT. It does not happen like that. You have to apply, and
Apply.
there is a very limited chance that you might get in. But yes, you will have more chance than someone who is not studying in ISI.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So any interesting projects in machine learning or data science that which you have done recently?
I actually did some project on my own. It was about a recommendation system.
Okay.
So it was a data set was about some place like Bangalore. There was some Zomato data set, like there are restaurants from where Zomato actually serves their order. So this was a recommendation system based on your previous choices of the restaurants. The recommender system will suggest you some restaurants which have similar kind of food quality and based on your interest. So recently I did that, and that was pretty cool.
Okay. So I mean, what kind of models you used in this? I mean, how did you
Yeah.
approach this
So
problem?
okay. So in the first was when you should do this when you are preparing for a data set. When you are seeing the data set, you should see about the what is the what can I say, how is the data. You should study the data first, like is there any missing values or this kind of, you have to process the data first, and after that if there is some missing values or some kind of this kind of things, you should prepare you should replace the missing value, or you have to just neglect the null values, so drop the columns, like these kind of things. And after that, for a recommendation system, there are two types of recommender system. One is the, I forgot the terminology. The one is the system where according to your choices, you have to fill some choices like places, your the choice of your food, this kind of thing you have to recommend. Other thing is, there is a, you have some preferred restaurants, and according to the features of those restaurants, you have to recommend you another some restaurants. So these are two types of different recommender system. I use the system where we have previous choice of restaurants, and based on that we have to give some recommendation to the
And
to the customer.
did you check some kind of model performance? I mean, was there some way to test whether your recommendation is good or not?
Yeah, there was some. So actually, there was trend set and test set. So according to that, we split the data set in train data set and test data set. So we have to then, after training the data set, we just compare the predicted data set and the test data set of the dependent variable actually. So then we can predict the accuracy of the data set or accuracy of the model.
And what was the performance of your recommendation? If you remember?
It was around 0.79, 79% around that.
Great, great. So, any current project which you are working on?
No, currently I'm not working on a project. I'm brushing up the theories because there is a research internship coming, so I'm preparing for that. I'm
Oh,
not doing any project right now.
best of luck for that.
Thank you.
So, how are you spending your time these days? Because you cannot really go out of your house. So, is it really
Yeah,
a worry for you, or you generally stay at home so you do not have any problems with that?
yeah. I generally stay at home. I used to stay in hostel in my BSc days. So, but from the 2020 last year, I am in home, and I am getting used to it to stay in the home. So that's not a problem.
Okay. So, you do not have any issues with this kind of lockdown happening. You are happy in your home.
But yeah, I'm happy. But if the lockdown was not there, then we had to go to Bangalore in the ISI campus and all. That would be great experience. But now what can I do? We have nothing to do.
Okay, so let us say ISI exam happens in the month of maybe August. I'm just assuming that it will be postponed by 1 month, right? And someone
Okay.
who has just started the preparation, this is 1st of May. So for that person, he has May, June, July, 3 months. So how should that person approach the MS QMS preparation so that he can clear the exam in 3 months, or is it not possible? What do you think?
No, it may be possible. At first, the person should try to solve the previous year's questions. Suppose he's among his studies, right? Suppose he's in the final year of his studies, his or her studies, then it will be easier to just trying to solve the question paper previous year. Suppose they get stuck at some problem, then they can brush up the theory part related to the problem or something like that. Or if someone has to start from the scratch, then I feel you can brush up your concepts of calculus, like the class 10 12 level matrix algebra, these kind of things from class 12 textbook mathematics. That may be helpful, and try to solve the previous year question first. That helped me very much actually.
And
So
what will be the most important chapter for its preparation? I mean, do you have a personal recommendation, or you feel every chapter is equally important?
yeah, I feel every chapter is equally important because are not there are not that much importance given to any particular chapter. Questions are there from many chapters actually. There are no particular chapter which is given more importance.
Great. So, final question which I have in my mind, that let us say someone has 1 full year for preparation. He is not sitting for this exam in 2021. Maybe he will sit in this exam for 2022 next year. So, how should that person, he or she, prepare for this full year? I mean, do you have some kind of a strategy for those people who want to sit for this exam next year?
Okay, so at first go to the download the syllabus, and if you want to start from the scratch, just take the class 12 level 12 mathematics book and try to solve the question. You have a time of 1 year, so you can do many questions as much you can. So you just try to solve the exercises and all of calculus, matrix algebra, probability part, these kind of topics. Yeah, then after, if you have completed those things, you can do the all the previous year's question papers. And after that, you can search in the internet. Suppose you are typing some topic and related examples, so in the internet there are lots of examples of that topic you can find, and you can solve those questions. This is important. In our time there was no interview, but in this, from this year, there should be interview. I think there will be interviews. So they will ask about your question paper. I'm not sure about that. You have faced interview, so you can tell about this in the what happens in the ISI interview process, because in
it
our
is
time
it
we
is
didn't have
kind
the
of like an
interview.
extension to your exam. I mean, it's not like they will ask you about introduce yourself. I mean, why do you want to do this course? They will not ask such questions. They will directly ask you mathematical questions, and they will score you on that. They will not ask you any non-technical questions. So that interview will be just a kind of face-to-face exam, like a viva. If you have done any kind of a practical in class 11, 12, you must remember something called viva. It's like viva only.
Yeah.
Krishnendu, where can people find you on the internet if they have to contact you?
I am only available in LinkedIn and Facebook maybe.
Okay, and
So
they can
these
just
are two
Google
sources.
your name and get to that pages.
Maybe, I don't know. You can find me on LinkedIn,
You
Instagram.
did not say that your YouTube channel. They can also
Yeah,
contact you
yeah,
through that YouTube
yeah,
channel. So,
yeah.
what kind of content do you want to add into that channel? Just CMI and MS QMS or something else also?
Yeah, also I have so many friends who are in some higher studies institutes like in India, like they are doing their masters in mathematics statistics in ISI, or they are doing some integrated PhD in pure mathematics like in TIFR. They are in CMI, so there are many friends. So I'm planning to host some kind of interview like this kind of things about their journey, about their preparation, what they are looking for. Like many people doesn't know about those things. Like they know only about IITs and all, but many people doesn't know about ISI or like TIFR, these kind of things. So I want to make people know about those things.
Great, great, interesting. Best of luck for your YouTube channel, and I hope
Thank
that
you.
it it has 1 million subscribers soon.
It's a far journey.
Any final words you have for people preparing for MSQMS or CMI Data Science?
Yeah, just I want to tell that. Just practice and practice, this is the main thing. If you do practice, and I think these are not that much tough exam. So if you practice well, if you have the concepts clear, then I think you should clear the exam. But the number of seats are a little bit low in ISI, so that's okay. But this is the feature of ISI, number of seats is very low, but that's not a problem. If you try your best, you should get.
Great, great. Thanks a lot, Krishnendu, for coming on this podcast and sharing your views
Thank
on
you. Thank you.
MSQMS and CMI.